Hello YouTube, thank you for tuning into my channel. I am going to continue my tarot lessons with the major arcana. Then I'm going to probably move to the court cards and then the lesser. Okay, that's the plan. I might change it up a little bit. Don't hold it against me. All right, next is strength. Now first of all, these cards were created back in a time when it was a male dominated society, but yet they chose to use a female, which would go against the social norms of the time of strength. Okay, you have a male lion, which obviously represents male strength, which represents physical strength. The female in the picture represents the feminine aspect of strength, or the inner strength. Okay. Now this does have an alchemic meaning I might get into when I start talking about alchemy. I'm not going to do that right now. These are about the cards and the basic meanings. This represents, again, the archetype of strength. Anything you could pull from strength, the keyword strength, is its meaning. Okay? Inner strength, outer strength, balance between strengths. All right? That's basically what this is. And of course, the artwork on the card is talking mostly about inner strength overcoming physical strength or the physical weaknesses of, okay? So the inner strength is predominant. So it's talking about inner strength mostly. The hermit. Now, the archetype of the hermit, the old man on the mountain who's constantly being wise, the old man in the wilderness, the old lady in the wilderness who's wise, the witch, this is what this means. It means knowledge through isolation. It's a call to you, stop dabbling in social media, focus on the task at hand. Cut away the distractions of the world and focus inward. Knowledge through meditation and contemplation. The negative meaning is, of course, isolation. See, a hermit, the reason why they're in the woods is they know they're not fully alone, per se. They don't necessarily hate society, but they have learned that society distracts and they have to look inward, but they're there by choice. So the negative meaning is that you're isolated not by choice. Okay, that's how reverse meanings and negative meanings are. They are the opposite of the positive meaning. So that's why that is not why I'm going to go into the negative meanings, is because it's kind of common sense. If something is negative, it is the opposite of the positive. So just take that information. Whenever you learn the archetypical symbol, and again, every card can mean a person, every card can mean a situation. Does not necessarily mean that this card represents a specific person, but it does, or it could be a situation too, which means that, like, if you're at a job, all right, this can be your job. That there's a deeper meaning to what you're performing. A good example that off the top of my head would be, say, a nurse. Okay, some patients just want to be left alone. All right, we're talking about the patients, but so you've got to help them without disturbing their isolation. This is a little bit off. I'm sorry. I myself am not feeling good. I'll do a video specific, but I'm trying my best. But the hermit is somebody who has chosen, or something that has chosen, to stand out but be isolated from the rest. Okay, so this is a lot of little knowledge, but again, the key word is isolation in a positive sense. Okay, there's a lot to say for someone who stays at home and meditates and contemplates their problems instead of worrying about the problems of mundane things such as how they look or what's the new fad. All right, this is a call to spiritual outlook within yourself, and also a call to separate yourself from other people's opinions. Think of, I call this the game show host. Okay, say somebody's been called up on stage at a game show. You have thousands, hundreds of people saying, choose door number 2, choose door number 1. This is a need to choose what you want to choose, regardless of outside influences. All right. Isolation, meditation, inward contemplation. Wheel of Fortune. Talk about a game show, right? The Wheel of Fortune. Chance. Karma. Okay, now in the center, I'll probably go into this in another video, but again, these are just basic meanings of the tarot. I'm trying my best to avoid certain esoteric knowledge of the tarot in these videos because I don't want to give an information overload. But this is technically kind of a seal of Solomon. It is a magical seal used. Okay, but the archetype is here, the Wheel of Fortune. So it's chance, it's fulfillment, it's bad luck, it's good luck, it's karma. Okay, it's you reap what you sow. These are the key words. Justice. Now I look through her through the eyes of the goddess of justice, which is often seen with blindfolded holding scales. This is a call to the fact that no matter how hard we try to bring justice, sometimes it fucks up. Sometimes innocent people get punished. Hence, justice is blind. Okay? But this is a call for balance. This is a call to be honest with yourself and others. It is a call to try to make things right. All right? It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody committed a crime, but it teaches fairness. And you need to have a balance of fairness. All right? So anything you could find in your personal life to make things right. Maybe you stole somebody's lunch at work. Maybe you should buy them a meal. All right, this isn't a call to come clean per se of something that you've done, but at least be honest about it to yourself. In all aspects of life. You see, you are the worst judge for yourself. People often tend to not want to admit what kind of person they are, or that they're right or wrong. You know, this is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people who think they're talented think they're more talented than they are. People who think they are bad people they think they are worse than they really are. Okay, you are the worst person to go to judge yourself sometimes. Even though you think, I mean, obviously, hey, I'm Azrael. I know myself. You're so and so. You know yourself. The truth is, the more you think you know yourself, the more likely you don't, because we are dishonest in ourselves. We don't want to be the bad guy. We don't want to be the one at fault. So we tend to lie to ourselves. This is a call. This card is a call to be honest with ourselves, even if we don't agree with it. Okay. Justice. The Hanged Man. Now, there's so much I could talk about this. The Hanged Man, the person paying the ultimate price. The traditional meaning is being suspended because he's hanged, right? He can't go forward or backwards. He's upside down. He's pretty much in the position he's going to be in. So the traditional outlook of this card is being stagnant, not going places, being suspended. It's a call to tell you the actions that are going forward at this time, it's time to put a pause and maybe address the hermit, maybe address something else, the justice, addressing the situation through different lenses. It's a time to pause and reinterpret the situation. Even if you come to the same conclusion, at least you paused and re-looked at the situation. This is very important. Even if you choose the wrong one and ultimately the wrong choice, doesn't matter. At least you are trying to do the right thing. You're trying to do justice. You paused. You paused. I wish I would have paused my text messages. Anyway, it means suspension. It means, and obviously, since he's upside down, it's telling you to look at a different perspective. Okay, so pause, suspension, reinterpreting the situation. Okay, That is all for this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.